Today we're going to do a minimalist build, and I got to thinking about it, and what if you're doing this for a youngster, or you're trying to teach somebody, you know, wanting to build a model kit, but maybe you don't have all the good stuff, you know. So when I was a young kid, my mom bought me this X-Acto knife at a grocery store. It's a Poe, made in USA. So I've had this about 40 years, and 45 years maybe. And but you know, for someone, a kid my age or whatever, or for a young kid, you may not want them to have a X-Acto knife right away. So they're sharp. They have a tendency to fall. I've had them. I've actually had one stick into my leg one time when it rolled off the table. So you probably don't want this for a kid. So we'll set that aside. So I was thinking about, what would you do if you can't afford or you don't know what to start with? And so I was looking around. I went to a dollar store, and for $1.25, I found a little kit. It has just about, I mean, it's really pretty, but we can, you know, you have a nail clipper that you can trim off parts with. You have a tweezers with it that you can pick up parts and glue parts on. You've got a sanding stick. This one's a little bit flashy, but it still has the grit. And there's a scissors in there so you can trim parts and do whatever you need to do. The other thing that I came across, you can get sanding sticks. So these come in different sizes and then different grains of, so you can, even if you just have to twist off the parts off of the sprue, you can use one of these to sand it flush, kind of sand it down when you get the parts together. So you can get these in different styles. So these were at Walmart. I forget what I paid for these, but they're like a buck, but you can get them. This is a fine and this is a coarse, so you can actually do different levels of sanding on your parts. If you need to, you can cut them down to make different fits. These are already a smaller size, but you can always trim them down to get into fine places. Now, the other neat thing that I saw is this little cuticle trimmer. This also was $1.25, and this would be the equivalent to having a sprue cutter or something like this. This one's actually a track cutting tool, and I have another one, and this one is another type of sprue cutter. This one's specifically for cutting parts off of sprues for plastic models. So it's got a really fine edge, and it gives you a nice cut, and so there's less sanding to do once you cut them free. Now parts like these, they're probably $10, $15, whereas you have this cuticle trimmer. I mean, it has the same kind of really nice flush edge, and it just cost me $1.25. There you go, good way to get started. So you tie that in with some non-toxic Testors style liquid cement. This will be a little bit better. It doesn't have the smell and the fumes as bad as some of the other glues do, and it'll work just fine for building a model. Look for the blue style. This is more of a liquidy kind of one with a little, you know, edge on it. You can get them in the old style tubes as well, with a little thicker. Put it out on a piece of cardboard or wax paper, and you can use a toothpick to go ahead and help glue your parts. So there's still a lot of stuff here, but overall, all of this probably costs the same as one of these. So, and if you're a young modeler, it's a lot safer than having one of these. So let's get to building.